Right, so taking my dog again, and you can see this thing's bearing down on us again. These ridges, see this? This is the side, actually the side of this planet. You can see the ridges. They're not clouds, but they're not clouds. Look at the sun as well. See them? Look. It's all ridges of a planet. So I keep trying to put a video out, trying to explain how big these are. As you can see here, they're honking. I mean, massive, great big things. Also, I'm going to try and sum this up quick. So, we all say NASA can't be trusted. Never a straight answer. So, how can we then use instruments they've supplied or they've put in space to see what's actually happening? I keep seeing lots of people posting like feeds from the International Space Station. I might be wrong, I don't know if it works like that, but if we can't trust them, never a straight answer, why would you then trust instruments that they put up in the sky, or trust feeds from the International Space Station if we can never get a straight answer from them and everyone thinks that they're hiding this from us, which I think they are? How can we then use instruments that they supply to disprove what people like me are seeing, or or even as evidence? We can't, because never a straight answer can't be trusted, and that's the be all and end all of it. I mean, this thing in the sky now is massive. I mean, you can see this. These are ridges. These are ridges of one of these big old planets. You almost see the shape of the side of it now as well. Also, because I don't want to make this too long, this thing in the sky here, I've been thinking about this. So we rotate around our sun and happily go along with our planets that are fixed to our star or our sun. Now, my results, filming this for the last year non-stop pretty much every day, driving everybody mad, driving everybody away, my results seem to be showing that there is a core star like our sun, the Nemesis star. Let's call it the Nemesis star, just for the hell of it, just so we all sort of know what I'm talking about. So the Nemesis star, the sister star to our sun. Now, these planetary objects are fixed to that star like we're fixed to our sun, right? But this thing doesn't move like our sun. So, or these planets don't move round the Nemesis star like we move round our sun. What they actually do, and this is where you're going to have to try and believe me, so I think the Nemesis star is out by the sun, which is why we're getting this pink and weird colours when the sun goes down. But the nearest planet to our sun is Mercury, and I think maybe the nearest planet to the Nemesis star is what's in our skies right now. So what's happening, so I'm getting a bit nuts. So what's happening, I believe, is that the Nemesis star might take 100 years to get from the middle of our solar system to the sun, and then another 100 years back. So that's 100 years down, 100 years back. Everyone keeps saying, oh, when it reaches perihelion, flips around the sun. Well, it could take 200 years to do that if it's a 3,600 year orbit. And this star moves around our star, sun, whatever you want to call it, like a comet. All this doesn't rotate circular, it moves in a linear shape as this star rotates or as it's moving. But the Nemesis star is right out in front. Now they call this the Red Dragon because I don't know if it's going to happen tonight, but if this comes through like it normally does, then lots of this goes bright red and it starts to look like dragon's heads, which is where the Red Dragon came from. You know, they call it the Red Dragon because I've got picture after picture after picture that shows this thing in the sky right now. Where it's all red at the bottom, whether it's a red iron oxide dust or whatever it is, and it looks like dragons. It looks like dragons' heads, and you know, 3,600 years ago, when they probably weren't aware that these were planets, or if some people were on the Earth, not most people, they would interpret it as what it looked like is a red dragon. Anyway, it's something to think about. You can see this, I mean, this is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Spectacular, actually. You can see all this, look. Anyway, I'm not saying I'm right, but it would make sense. Also, I've also seen with one of my workmates, as we spend most weekends by the sea, because we work at holiday resorts all over the UK, I've also seen, well, we've both witnessed, they look like horses' heads, 4 of them, like 4 horsemen, that's what it looks like. And is this where the stories of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse come from? Which I don't know if you can see that, but they're chemtrailing over there, as if by magic. You know, because you know, some of this looks like a dragon, especially when it goes pink. It looks fucking incredible. And, you know, if they were seeing what looked like dragons and horses in the sky, or what looked like formations that look like horses' heads with guys riding them, then, you know, this is where these stories come from. Can you see this? I'm just going to try and take it real carefully, but if you can see all the ridges and formations coming out in this thing, and it's working incredible. Look at this, look. I mean, this bit just here, just there, is phenomenal. You see ridges and what look like craters, and then these are ridges. This is a striped planet that's over us, or comes over us. Striped it is, and these are the stripes, and they're not actually stripes, they're ridges that show up in the sky now. I'm not sure if these things are so close that this is actually the planet, these formations. I believe they are. Or are they still quite a way away, but close enough to be having a massive impact on our atmosphere and creating a version of themselves, you know, that looks like this? Because none of this is normal. None of this is normal. See? You can see it looks like indentations in the sky that look like craters. You can actually see the depth of them. It's fucking incredible. It's very clear tonight. Very, very clear. Right, shall we go back patch up, shall we? Anyway, something to think about. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying any of this is right, but how can we trust NASA and any instrument that they put their name to be telling us the truth? We can't. I think the only real credible evidence we have is the webcams, because most of them are unmanned. And people like me, Seven, the Boogeyman, Jim SA, Tonal Grooves, you know, all these crazy people like me out there, Planet X, what's his name, Alex, you know, all these, and Naughty Beaver, of course. I mean, he's the don when it comes to this. But how can we trust NASA? I don't think we can. I don't think we trust them on anything. No instruments, satellites, nothing like that. If we don't trust them, never a straight answer, then they're not to be trusted at all, really. And this thing you're seeing here, these are not clouds. You're actually seeing the curve of the side of a great big object. I'll just stand still and you'll see. Goes from the black bush right up to the top of the screen on like a semicircle. It's crazy. It's absolutely incredible. Anyway, peace and love as always. You're all brilliant. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button, because the more people that know about this, the better. And I'll be back real soon. Real soon. Thank you. Right, I've just shown you the video I was walking the dog, but just wanted to show you this. So it's the same glow that I was getting last night. It's almost 9:30. And here, look, you can see the classic example of what I've been trying to show for a while is the smoke from the chimneys. See what it's doing? This thing is so low and it's within our atmosphere enough now to be having that effect on the smoke from the chimneys. You see, and it's what it's doing, it's pushing it, rather than going up, it's pushing it along as this thing moves over. You can really see this. See? Look how dark it is everywhere else, look. Look how dark it is, look. Proper crazy. See? Alright, anyway, peace, thank you.